Question 14. A charity makes an appeal for money. The charity put the information shown below on a poster. So that's the information. I'm going to not read it all now, but I know I will need that. Then it says that £3 will buy 5 meals for one person. Part A, work out the cost of one of the meals. Give your answer in pence. Okay, I'm going to underline the pence there. So the important information I need to use for this part of the question is £3 will buy 5 meals for one person. But it also wants it in pence. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change £3 into 300 pence. That's because £1 is 100 pence. So I now know that 300 pence buy 5 meals for one person. The question wants me to work out the cost of one of the meals. So I know it's 5 meals and 300 pence. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 300 divided by 5, which is 60 pence. So the cost of one meal is 60 pence. And notice the pence sign, the P, is already given there. So how are the marks allocated for this question? The marks are actually allocated for 1 mark for that, and that could also have been 3 divided by 5 if you've left that in pounds, and then you get 1 mark for the correct answer only. Notice though it has to be in pennies. For part B, we are told that £100 will buy lunches for 80 children for 5 days. It wants you to work out the cost of buying lunch for one school child for 1 day. So you've got a bit of information to do there. It's 3 marks. So I'm going to start by writing down what we know. £100 will buy lunches for 80 children for 5 days. Now, I know from the question he wants me to work it out for 1 day. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to divide the £100 here by the 5, which give me £20 will buy food for 80 children for 1 day. I now need to think about, okay, so I've done the day bit. I now want the one school child. So I've got 80 children, and I'm just going to work this out a little bit. If I divide by 20, so if I divide £20 by 20, I get £1. If I divide 80 by 20, I get 4 children, and it's still 1 day. Okay, so I now know that £1 will buy meals for 4 children. I want to know what one meal will cost. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide £1 by 4, which is either in pounds 0.25 or 25 pence. I'm just going to write 25 pence as the answer, and I'm now going to look at and explain where the mark scheme comes in for this. So the first mark actually is given for the first calculation I did here. So that you get 1 mark for dividing by 5. Then you get 1 further mark for actually dividing either the £20 by the 80, or as I did it there, so there's 1 further mark for my calculations in this section here. And finally you get 1 mark for writing either that or that, so that'd be 1 mark for the answer. If you've done it a different way round, you would still get the same mark. So you may have decided to do 80 times by 5, which gives you 400, then 100 divided by 400 gives you 0.25. There are other ways, but the answer is £0.25 or 25 pence.